webinars in terms of information of preparation for the Hajj. Again, this is a quick disclaimer. We've discussed this before. Of course, this presentation is provided for informational purposes only to assist you and guide you in the preparation for Hajj 2024 through Nusuk. And of course, Dar es Salaam will make its best effort to provide accurate and helpful information to you, bi'idhnillah. So, as we reviewed in the first webinar, this is the proposed or the planned schedule or process of the steps to Hajj 2024 or 1445. So the first and most important thing, brothers and sisters, if you have not done so, if you have registered last year or for Hajj 2023, you need to re-register. It's a new registration. It's a new platform, like I've mentioned. So you have to create a new account with the same email or without, or a new email. That's perfectly fine. So you create the account. So if you have not done so, please do so. Second is upload your documents, which is your passport copy and your passport photo and your permanent resident card if you have one or you need to do one. The first session we did record on how you can resize and how you can configure that. So you can find that also in the first session, inshallah. You fill out all the information that they want, and then you end up in the application verification point. That is where all of us are in, okay? So everyone is in the application verification point right now. We did also speak to the platform or the company that does the verification process called Tashir, which is in the back end of Nusuk, and they did state to us that they are beginning to verify. And apparently at this time, they're doing it manually, and they probably have about 15,000 applications from the United States and Canada alone. I believe there are probably more now, but they are definitely saying that the verification of anyone that has registered until the first week or second week of January will be done prior to publishing or providing any of the packages available or reviewing the itinerary. So if you have not done so, please do it as soon as possible. Typically, once they start finalizing the verification, it becomes very seamless and faster. So don't worry. The question now is gonna be well, if I didn't, will I go back down the line? Not necessarily. If you upload the information after that, probably it'll take 24 hours versus us waiting for 2 months now. So again, the verification process has not begun. They will begin soon. I don't know when. And then after you're verified, you get to select, like you saw in the poll, you'll get to select your preferred category. What that does is that gives them the understanding of what categories each country or each nation is looking for, so they can work with the Saudi service providers. Then you'll have time. So this is different than Hajj 2023. And again, I keep saying it's different because I'm sure many of you have had family members or friends that have gone and have expressed or have tried to book, or you have personally have tried to book and have expressed difficulties in certain things. And we're hopeful that this year there will be an improvement. It may not be 100%, but there is significant improvement, inshallah. You'll get a few days. If I'm not mistaken, they say between a week or 10 days for you to review all the programs before they open it. And then it becomes first come, first serve. And chances are it will sell out probably once they open it up. So we'll have some time, not sure when, and don't quote me on the days, but we'll have some kind of time. And we, as Dar es Salaam, our commitment to you is for us to be able to provide you details on the program in great depth. Mashallah, if any of you have gone with us previously for Hajj and Umrah, Brother Azhar Zaidi does a quite extensive breakdown on all the packages of our service providers, and will provide you more details so you'll be able to choose the right package for you. And if those packages do not relate to you, we would also suggest what you should be looking for in programs. Now, with Dar es Salaam, and we'll talk about these packages in a bit, we will provide you with guidance on the packages that we are going to be promoting or the service providers we're promoting, inshallah, and then you'll be able to book it. After that, you get to select the package, and then choose a service provider, and then basically from there you get to choose the airline and so on and so forth. And of course, before you get to browsing the service provider and getting the preferred package and booking your package, you'll be able to top up your wallet. So once you're verified, and you should be able to top up your wallet, it's tied. Everyone's going to have a unique IBAN, and then you'll be able to upload or make payments into the account. The downside here is that you're paying before you're purchasing. So if you need to get a refund, you'll have to process the request for the refund. And I believe this year was very challenging. And their reasoning behind it is that they didn't have an actual account per person for refunds. So this time it should be more seamless. It should take a couple of weeks, if not less, where you'll request a refund and automatically go to your credit card, or it will go automatically to your bank. Of course, we've discussed the issue of currency exchange, and they're still working on it. But most likely, I would suggest that you use a bank or you use a credit card company that doesn't take a lot of fees, but also the currency exchange would not be favorable when it's returned to you. So here are the official 10 Saudi service providers that are on Nusuk that you can only purchase through. Again, you're not purchasing from Dar es Salaam, you're not purchasing from XYZ Travel, you're not purchasing from any entity besides Nusuk under service providers, these 10 service providers. No one else, brothers and sisters. So if you are seeing anything on the sites and someone is asking you for a deposit, that is not accurate, and it's not authorized. All right. So no one has that access. Again, these are the only service providers. So if you see an XYZ Travel or so on mission or a council or whatever it is that is named, um, these are not approved for them to have access or provide any uh, payments platforms. However, they can be promoting specific service providers. And alhamdulillah, we're very fortunate, due to our research and our approach and our understanding of the market and our relationships. We were able to increase our partnerships of service providers from Hajj 2023 to 2 to 3 now, keeping the partnership and continuing the partnership of Al Burj International, which we used and we worked with and we supported in Hajj 2023. And we've added 2 new ones. Unfortunately, we have not made a partnership or sign an agreement for service providing or supporting of the MCDC, but we've also partnered with Sira Mawasim or Mawasim Sira, as well as the Abdul Latif Jamil group, the Enjum group, as you would see it sometimes. So those are the 3 companies that we're working with, inshallah, and we'll talk about the categories that we've coordinated with them, inshallah. So you can actually see this now on their website. They've updated the Nusuk Hajj website that you can see what we're looking at right now. Again, they are giving you understanding packages and categories, and we're going to just give you a surface explanation on this right now, and then later on we can explain it in detail when the packages come out. But the types of packages that they are saying, the types of services that will be created is that all-inclusive packages, which includes flights, accommodations, transportation, visa issuance, which we will be marketing towards. And then I haven't seen it. This happened in Hajj 2023, but we haven't seen it yet for Hajj 2024. But they claim that there's going to be a Mash'ad package only, which only has the Mina camp, the transportation, and the visa issuance. This is for people that are veterans that have been there for many times and they know their way around. I have not seen that, and of course, we are only specifically going to be talking about the all-inclusive packages. Then you'll also look at the shifting service. So there are This term you're going to hear a lot, shifting and non-shifting. Shifting means that when you exit or when you head out to Hajj, which is Mina and Arafat, and again, we're going to speak about this in great detail in the religious sessions, but when you're going for Hajj, which is Mina and Arafat, it's about 5 days in between, you will have access to either your hotel or you'll go directly into the camp and have access to a rest area or a different location or accommodation near Mina instead of commuting every single day to the hotel, which is called the non-shifting. So non-shifting means you keep your room. It's more expensive, of course, and you keep your room during the manasik of Hajj, and then you'll have to figure your way back to the hotel unless you're going with service providers that Dar es Salaam is working with. We would coordinate that transportation. Or shifting means you check out of the Mecca hotel, you go to Mina, you keep your belongings in storage, or you can take a carry-on with you, and you'll have a building in Azizaya or another accommodation in close proximity of the Mash'ar of Hajj, inshallah. So obviously, if you do shifting, it might decrease a little bit in price, but it might be more convenient for you to walk there versus you trying to get into transportation to get to your hotel if you don't want to stay the full time during the camp area. And again, we'll speak about this in great detail, but this is a surface understanding so you just know what to expect when these packages come out. Accommodation classifications, of course, there's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. We're only going to be focusing on the 5-star packages. Those are the ones that we are used to. Those are the ones that we have been accommodating and working with in the past over 3 decades. And of course, it all differs between star hotels. Of course, you know that the pricing will vary, and as well as the distance from Haram. Then the package's duration, there's packages duration that the Mash'ar package only is about 6 days, but that's not something we'll discuss. The details are going to be the packages. Non-shifting packages are usually 10 days to 14 days, and then shifting packages are 14 and above. So we'll discuss that. But this is very surfacey. So please don't worry about thinking about this information. It's more of giving you an idea of what we're going to be expecting when we present in the third session, hopefully, inshallah, in February. Again, the category classifications, as we've mentioned, there's going to be 6 categories, or rather 3 categories with with 6 subcategories. The categories are standard, premium, luxury, and then there is a standard, premium, luxury that is shifting, which we spoke about checking out when you're going to Mina and Arafat. The standards are usually 3-star hotels or 4-star hotels, and then the premiums are either 5-star hotels, and then there's Majar al-Kabsh and Ma'isam. We're going to talk about Majar al-Kabsh and Ma'isam. Those are very key questions or key comments about it. Majar al-Kabsh and Ma'isam is the location of where you're going to reside in Mina. And then, of course, the luxury package is all 5-star hotels, Majar al-Kabsh, and 5-star accommodations all the way, which is the highest level of service. So here is an idea of the proximity to Al-Masjid al-Haram. Again, Masjid al-Haram, they categorize them as 4 zones, and that's why, of course, the further away you get from the Haram, the cheaper the package will be. And that's why we're going to be focusing on the premium and luxury, and we're always focused on Zone A. That's where it's right around the Haram. So we're always going to be doing Zone A. Of course, there's other companies that'll be doing otherwise, and we can guide you towards that as well. And of course, room types, there's going to be single, double, triple, quad. We're going to advise that if you're a family, you take quad. Remember that some of the beds are going to be roller beds. So if you're a couple, we would definitely recommend to do the double occupancy, of course, depending on the price category. Then we go into the Mina camp, and there is Majar al-Kabsh and there is Al-Ma'isam camp. So Majar al-Kabsh is basically where it's right in front of the Jamarat, and then Al-Ma'isam is the furthest away camp. And actually, I'm going to pause this here or stop this share, and I want to show you on a live map. And subhanAllah, surprisingly, the name of Dar es Salaam is still in that camp area. Let's see, Bismillah. All right, there you go. So even if you search now on Google Maps, you're gonna see that it says Dar es Salaam Travel Camp because that's usually the camp where we worked on for decades. So again, this is an overview of Mina. So this is all Mina right here. Okay. This is where the Jamarat is, the closest way. So, and this is where the North American or European or Maisam camp, and this would be where we would be catering to, or the companies, the service providers we work with are going to be catering to. So essentially, let's see if we can clear that out. And if we zone in, so basically here it's literally a 15-minute walk. And from here, it would be a 1 hour walk each way. So it's about 8 kilometers each way if you're going to go and throw the Jamarat every day. And of course, I think many of you might be saying, well, what is Jamarat and what is that? And we'll explain that in detail on the third session, bi'idhnillah. But just so you can kind of understand, basically, this is the focus. Dar es Salaam is really focusing on what they've done best in the past, and that's all we're focusing on, which is the premium and luxury packages, and that's what we're going to be marketing and supporting, inshallah. However, if anyone is interested in the other programs, we'll also guide them on what they should be looking for when they're choosing a package. An example of the Hajj Nusuk website, you see here, you'll be able to go in and check the packages. Not the packages. It says packages, but it's not really packages. It's information. And this is all what we spoke about. And if you notice here, A is right here, and this is the Haram. And then when you look at Mina, you'll see that this is Majar al-Kabsh where we looked at in the map, and this is Al-Mais. All right. Now let's go back to where we were. Bismillah. All right. So we spoke about that. Now we also spoke about transportation between cities, right? Or transportation overall. Again, we are going to be looking at the premium level, which is Haramain Speed Train or 2024 buses that we're going to be transporting, inshallah. And it will be basically dedicated buses for us through our service providers. And here is, again, additional services. We can basically discuss that again in the future. So basically, again, brothers and sisters, at the end of the day is right now, alhamdulillah, we have good steps. We've heard really positive feedback from the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah and the service providers. We, as Dar es Salaam, inshallah, will be marketing for 3 service providers. They will all either be premium or luxury. First step is to make sure that you've registered for Nusuk. Very, very important. And you are in the verification stage. If you need to renew your passport, please do so ASAP. Then after the registration and awaiting verification, the next step is once you're verified, you'll be able to top up your package with multiple Visa cards or multiple MasterCard. I don't believe they're going to have American Express, or you can wire transfer. Then the third step would be is to see the packages before you book, and we will guide you every step of the way there. There will be flight options that you can choose from, multiple gateways from all over the countries that we're working with, inshallah. And then we'll be guiding you step by step on what packages you might be interested in and affordability, of course, based on the packages. Basically, what we've seen from 2019 to 2023, we've noticed that the packages that we used to sell in 2019 have probably increased between 30 to 40% upcharge or increase in terms of price. And that is also going to be the same case for any standard or economy or deluxe packages. So that's really what it comes down to, unfortunately. And again, everything is through Nusuk, and it's only 10 service providers, and they will also be the ones that will be promoting everything, but we will be in the supporting role like we've done in 2023, inshallah. Again, we spoke about the refunds. You will be able to get your refund. Immunizations, they have not clarified which immunization they want yet, but usually it's the COVID vaccine and the meningitis vaccine, but they haven't clarified anything about that yet. With regards to you registering on Nusuk, if you can register together as a family, we've discussed this in the previous recording, please do so. If you haven't, you can delete one and then open or add the other family member. You can also add the family member after if you need to. But remember, anything that is Nusuk related, we may not be able to assist in answering. We'll do our best to provide you guidance, but you'll have to reach out to Nusuk directly for any assistance on that. The only reason why we ask that you tie yourselves to one file in registration is if you want to be in the same package. Sometimes we've noticed that the packages sell out quickly and you might not all have the same access to those packages. So that's very important to us. All right. So we're going to start with some questions, inshallah. Um, Again, remember, brothers and sisters, this is a website called hajj.nusuk.sa. It is not the Hajj, it's not the Nusuk uh, app, and it's not the Nusuk app that is used for Umrah or the Rawda visits or anything like that. Okay, so it's very important that you do so. All right, so I'm gonna try to my best to go through all of these real quick and see if we haven't answered any of them. Again, the logistics with Darussalam to get help with logistics from Darussalam Travel. How do we pay for the registration? Again, you don't pay anything to us. We are in a supporting role. You'll be paying everything to Nusuk. Um, Will guides and Hajj packages be offered by Darussalam Travel? We are not offering Hajj packages, but we will be going there and supporting you with guides. And mashallah, our partner Shiyukh that will be with us and will be announcing that once we have the packages in place. And we will be promoting again Al Burj, Sira Mawasim, and Abdul Latif Jamil Anjum. Will there be shorter packages in terms of length? I think the shortest would be 10 days. I'm trying to complete the application on Nusuk, but won't submit. I'm not sure if there's a problem. Sometimes there's glitches on the package, so please make sure you continue. And then basically just keep refreshing and trying a couple of times a day. It should work. Will there be flights to Hajj from San Francisco or Los Angeles? Yes, there will be flights from multiple gateways. Might be from Cairo, maybe from Turkey. But again, that's something is once you book, you'll see what it is, or you'll find the closest package that suits you or the closest airline that suits you, whether you're an expat or you're in Australia or anywhere else. There will be some gateways that will be put in mind. With regards to handicap, again, I would definitely recommend if you have a handicap or some disability with your family, it's extremely important that they travel with someone who is capable of taking care of them and most of the legs. However, if you are going and you're going with a family member, the most important thing is to know is probably the premium packages or the luxury packages would be the most important for you in terms of mobility and access. Again, once you book, then we can start seeing how we can accommodate. But generally speaking, you are able to go tawaf and umrah. You can do in a scooter. You can do in a wheelchair. Pretty much everywhere you go, you will have access to wheelchair. A lot of them are very accessible now. You can move everywhere, even getting on the train. There's wheelchairs, wheelchair accessibilities, and elevators. However, it's important that you have someone with you. That's very important. No one will be able to assist you full time. 8 and 2 years old. Unfortunately, it's 13 is the minimum, I believe. So unfortunately, that's not going to work. However, if you want to drop them off somewhere, you can. If the packages have to have flights that you cannot use, unfortunately, you might have to forfeit them, like how some people did in Hajj 2023, and then basically book your own. And that's perfectly fine as long as you provide us those new details. We'll be able to provide you with or provide the service provider with your airline option so they can meet you and assist you, inshallah. Again, the same question, whether it's Lebanon or Turkey or wherever you're going, or Bangladesh or Pakistan or Egypt, it's the same concept. Can I travel with my wife and elderly aunt? Can we be in the same room? Yes, you may, inshallah. If she's your aunt, you can stay in a triple room. Can we choose double, triple occupancy in the deluxe? Yes. All programs most likely will have double and triple, that's for sure. Not everyone is going to have quad. Why is there a range in each package? What does the range represent? The range represents the double occupancy, triple, and quad. The more beds you add or the more individuals you add in a room, the cheaper the price of the package. And of course, if it's a 4-star or 3-star, it'll become cheaper. If it's Majar al-Kapsh to Ma'isam will be cheaper. If the catering is different, like every little thing, there's all these details that we'll go over once we have the details of the packages from the service providers. I live in Chicago. What am I supposed to put nearest embassy to you? Nearest embassy to Chicago, I believe, would be New York. Okay, verification again, as I mentioned before, the verification process is in place. They're working on it. They're asking for a flight number. You can put TBD, to be determined. For flight number, there's just an estimate. Your application has been submitted successfully. You'll receive a notification regarding application on the verification process. Yes, so right now everyone is in the verification plus process. Our application got rejected due to name being different from passport, but it is exactly the same and confirmed with others in WhatsApp chat that we filled correctly. But put first name and middle name in one line since it appears that way on the passport, and we put last name under surname, left second and third name blank. Makes no sense. I believe you would have to send out a message to Nusuk, and maybe you can send it out to the admin message in Telegram of the response that you get from them, and they'll see what they can do and help you. Okay, it's a question about placing the registration to be in the same registration. Yes, that's correct. Uh, since you're partnering with Saudi Hajj operators, payment will be made to you or Nusuk. Everything will be paid on Nusuk. You are not paying any organization or travel agency or council or mission or anything like that in the United States. If you don't get any package, they will refund you the money. We don't know the duration of time, but it's definitely going to be better than Hajj 2023. Everyone is assigned an IBAN number in the e-wallet. That's where you can wire the money. I don't believe American Express will be accepted. Can you please confirm if there will be a package that costs 10,000 Australian per person? That would most likely be the standard packages. Children 7 years old are not going to be permitted this year, unfortunately. How do we ensure we select DST as our service provider? Would your name be listed on Nusuk? Excuse me. Great question. No, the service providers are going to be Al Borj, Sira Mawasim, and Abdulatif Jamil Anjum. We are going to be posting on Telegram. We are going to be posting on the next webinar, hopefully, inshallah, on the next webinar, the package details, and we're going to provide you in advance what the package name is going to be so you're prepared when you're booking, inshallah. All right. I'm registering my wife and mother-in-law. I need to register under one email or three. You can register under one email for now, inshallah, if you'd like, so you can bundle them together. I believe we've answered more of these questions, most of these questions. Yes, what forms of payment are accepted? Yes, credit cards are accepted, and there's an extra processing fee. There is going to be, unfortunately, a processing fee all the way. All right, let's see if we can take some of these questions on here. Okay, Bismillah. What method of payments for the packages are available? I think we've answered that. I signed up on Nusuk on my and now my brother is trying to add me as a family member. I believe we've answered that as well. You would have to delete your profile first, inshallah. While we're doing this, brothers and sisters, I want to post another poll We've had a few questions, a lot of questions saying, well, can Dar es Salaam also recommend a uh, company in Pakistan? And the reason why I'm saying Pakistan, and brothers and sisters, for those that are not Pakistani citizens or origin, um, it's not why Pakistan, it's because Pakistan is allowing private companies to sell packages. So if you're a Pakistani citizen, that might not be the case. It might be more difficult in some Arab countries and other countries, but I think Pakistan is a bit more lenient about that. And basically, excuse me, they are allowing those who are dual citizens to be able to book their packages from Pakistan, and we've been approached with some Pakistani companies. So what we wanted to know is if anyone is interested in that concept, if we should pursue it on behalf of Dar es Salaam clients. We would be willing to do that only if you are able to provide us some feedback on the poll. So I'm going to launch another poll here that asks the question, if you are a Pakistani citizen and would be interested in purchasing a package from Pakistan, just so we know if we should even engage with some of these companies and basically recommend them for you. All right. Uh, Upload the size of the passport. Yes, please watch the recording for that. We have that information on there. I see standard packages at least for 14 days, but I signed up for 10 days stay. Question is, can I change now to, well, you haven't signed up for anything yet. So nothing that you've done yet is binding in any way whatsoever. Is there any agency from USAID? So again, we've discussed that. There is no agency that's selling on Nusuk. If I'm traveling as a single person, can I be paired with travelers to have a triple or quad so it can be cheaper? Yes, you definitely can. While entering bank information in e-wallet, we see mandatory field as clearing code and IBAN, which US banks does not have. They only have, I called few major banks, but they do not have. Great question. So I believe the banks now know that there is IBAN, so they're going to make an effort to figure that out, inshallah. So don't worry, brother Alameen. They did figure it out this year. I think the bank will have to just figure out the SWIFT and the IBAN code. The IBAN code is pretty much your direct account number that's going to be in that bank. But we'll get more clarification when it comes, inshallah. Any flights from Calgary, Canada? I believe there are going to be flights from Toronto. I'm not sure if it's going to be from Calgary, so you'll have to be doing a connection from Calgary, inshallah. What do you mean by first come, first serve? Meaning as soon as the packages are put online, we have to book immediate? That's correct, Brother Fahd. Once the packages are put online and not open yet, it might not be open. You cannot book. You might be able to be given some chance time. Hajj 2023 was not the case. Hajj 2023 packages went up in 3 minutes. The site went down and glitched, and then basically the packages were gone. I believe this year what they're going to do is they're going to try to give everyone some time, a few days or so, to be able to see if they can accommodate um or sorry, see the packages and review the packages, and that's where we come in and be able to help you with that. Can we fly from any country or just a citizenship country? It depends on the package you choose and the airline option. So what we understood is that you choose a package and then you can choose an airline that suits you from a gateway that suits you. However, we have not seen that yet. So I would say it's probably best that you fly from a country of your citizenship country would be best. However, we're not sure yet. It might be an option where you can choose from different countries. You just keep the current COVID vaccination. There's no other restrictions. What is the difference between luxury and premium package? Most likely, probably the difference is the shifting, non-shifting, but also at the same time, the difference of hotels. Packages because we weren't providing deluxe packages, which are basically packages that have al maisam. I think most of the deluxe packages now, or I believe the deluxe is, it depends. If it's Majar al Kapsh, then we will be promoting it. Really, essentially, what we're doing is we're going to be promoting any packages that those three service providers are providing in Majar al Kapsh, not the Maisam, which is the furthest camp. If you select the non-shifting package, will you still have accommodations in Mina? Yes, of course. You'll have accommodations Mina for sure, always. If you're a single traveler, what number of rooms can you choose? Um, I believe you just use one. You choose one room. I'm not clear on the question. Can three cousins apply in the same account? Three women? Yes, definitely. I couldn't able to upload my wife's passport after entering mine. In short, it is taking only one passport. Um, I think Sister Esma, you'll have to send this question to Nusuk and see how they respond to you. How many visas are allowed? Do the dates you posted on Telegram correlate to when you land in Saudi Arabia or when you depart? When you depart. Great question, Brother Muhammad. It would be when you depart. I applied as standard category. Can I update now to premium or luxury? Jazakallah khair. Again, you did not apply to anything. These are only just general polls. You're not bound to any of them until you actually choose a program. So you for sure can choose to go to premium or luxury. Discuss the price range. I can't register myself due to website problems. Keep trying, Brother Yunus. Inshallah, you'll get it. If you want to upgrade, great question about the business class. Um, you might have to forfeit unless some companies, and I believe one of them is working or we're working with might have a business options. So we'll guide you towards that. What is the Majar al-Kabsh or Ma'isam that you mentioned earlier? Majar al-Kabsh is the camp or Mina camp that is in front of the Jamarat where you have to actually go to every day for about 3 days. And then Ma'isam is 4 kilometers away from the place where you have to walk to every day for about 3 days. Plus the services, of course. Majar al-Kabsh has better services, accommodations, catering, so on and so forth. You go by train to Arafat. We'll explain that in great detail once the packages are out, brother Mustafa. All right, brothers and sisters, we have 2 minutes and we have 3 questions. All right, mashallah. Jazakallah khair. I hope this session was helpful, inshallah. I'll open the chat also again if anyone has anything else they want to add or include, or anyone I may have missed anything. Be greatly appreciated. But Jazakallah khair for your time and your engagement, brothers and sisters. This was wonderful. Can I add friends instead of relative? Can anyone share the Telegram link if possible? Can I add friends instead of relative? Yes, you can. What's the difference between the different packages in terms of what they offer? We'll go into detail, Sister Madiha, once the packages are out, inshallah. MashaAllah, there's a lot. Can we can anyone post the Telegram? Let me see if I can post it. All right, brothers and sisters, the next session is going to be February 4th, unless we find out more news prior to that. But the next session is going to be February 4th. I will post the link now. Can we hold off on the chat messages? Inshallah. Okay. We'll wait a little bit until that all clears up. I think everyone was just sending messages. Thank you, Sister Shihu, for the link. Brother Nader, you can kindly call the office on weekdays if you have any general questions, but typically the best approach is to monitor the Telegram. That is going to be the best way to access real-time information. We'll send out the Telegram and the invitation again to everyone tomorrow. This is the registration for phone number is the Dar es Salaam number. You can dial the 212-725-2022 number. وإياكم brother. جزاك الله خير. If this year all Nusuk affiliates, then how country-specific quota works? Yes, it still works. The quota still works, but you can just choose multiple options. That's all. وإياكم جزاكم الله خير. Great job. Thank you. جزاكم الله خير. The list of 10 for Hajj 2024. Why is Dar es Salaam no longer associated with MCDC? How was Dar es Salaam's and Hajj pilgrimage experience with the MCDC, and why did DST had to let it go for Hajj 2020? Great question, brother MTS. The service was great. We've given really good support. I believe, Alhamdulillah, those that went with Dar es Salaam and trusted us. I think we're very happy, Alhamdulillah. We're just choosing a different direction. And the three companies that we're recommending are those that we are posting. No, MCDC is no longer an option this year. It's just more of alignment in terms of what companies that have aligned with us. And aligned with us meaning providing you with the best service, of course, inshallah. Again, brothers and sisters, if you call Dar es Salaam, I guess we get very inundated with calls, and a lot of the information that we've posted here is all the information we have. So, if there's any other information, we'll post it in the Telegram. There isn't much information that you're gonna get, but the team is there to support you. They'll answer your questions if they can. But again, if it's not on here on this site on this webinar and the previous webinar, then they may not be able to answer it. Okay, they're not going to volunteer information that they don't have. Thank you for everything. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Hamad. May Allah bless you. Thank you so much. When is the next Zoom meeting? It's going to be February 4th, inshallah. This is the link. I'm gonna spam you all because there's a lot of people. I'm gonna close the recording here.